Hello and welcome to the unfortunate events of the Cleveland Browns. Now the Cleveland Browns suck, and we all know that they suck. And a lot of it has to do with the decisions that they make, the coaching staff that they put together, the roster that they put together year in and year out. It seems like nothing ever seems to hit the mark when it comes to putting together a solid NFL team. But there was a time where the Cleveland Browns were actually pretty good, where they were making it to the playoffs on a regular basis, where they were making it to the AFC Championship game on a regular basis, but they couldn't seem to get past the Denver Broncos and John Elway, or seem to get out of their own way at times. Now, the fact that the Cleveland Browns are back after becoming the Baltimore Ravens and then coming back as the new Cleveland Browns, it seems like no matter who this team should have had, could have had, this team would probably still suck. But with the power of Madden, I'm going to try to change the Cleveland Browns' fortunes. And how I'm going to do that is this. I'm going to give them 5 offensive players that they had drafted in the past 12 years, if you will. And we're going to see if we can put those 5 guys together and see if they can win a Super Bowl. Now, those 5 guys are Trent Richardson from Alabama. We also got Josh Gordon from Baylor. We got Johnny Manziel from Texas A&M. And then we're going to throw in Belen Edwards, and we're going to throw in my man Kellen Winslow Jr. Now, obviously, these guys will probably never play with each other in real life, but we have to do something unrealistic to give the Browns a realistic chance of making it to the Super Bowl. So to kick things off, we're going to talk about Trent Richardson, okay? His biggest issue in the NFL is that he couldn't find a hole, and yes, that's what she said. But at the end of the day, he was the right pick at the time. Everybody thought that Trent Richardson was going to be a Adrian Peterson type back, right? So we're going to give my man Trent Richardson 99 ball carrier vision, and hopefully that's going to help him find the right hole. Anyways, let's move on to my man Josh Gordon. Now, there was a Bleacher Report done. It was a video that showcased the issues that Josh Gordon had at Baylor. This dude was heavy in the drugs, right? But the problem was that the Baylor coaches enabled him to do this. They helped him pass drug tests time in and time out. And of course, I don't think the Browns knew that. I don't think the Browns were aware of that. And unfortunately, they drafted him not knowing that he was basically a crackhead. So we're going to pretend that Josh Gordon was never on drugs, still made the Pro Bowl about 2-3 years ago, and is just a stud receiver that turns out to be one of the best in the game. Now let's move on to Johnny Manziel, okay? We're basically going to give the Cleveland Browns a sober Johnny Manziel. We all knew about his drinking in college, his heavy drinking in college. It turned out that he needed to go rehab. It was so bad. But at the end of the day, Cleveland, you have a sober Johnny Manziel who has his mind set on being the greatest quarterback that he can be, and he kind of does that in Madden 18. Now, let's talk about Belen Edwards and Kellen Winslow Jr. Belen Edwards went to the University of Michigan. The biggest rival is Ohio State. He believed that Cleveland Browns fans were out to get him because he went to Michigan, and to me, that's crazy. And then later on, he went to proceed to punch LeBron James' friend, and that basically just signed his way up out of Cleveland. Now let's move on to Kellen Winslow Jr. Kellen Winslow, when he got drafted, he was actually told he was going to be picked by the Washington Redskins. That didn't happen. He falls to the Browns. His head's not in the right spot. This is all true. And he proceeds to mess up his knee by riding his motorcycle and doing tricks. And I believe that took away some of his athleticism. So we're going to give Kellen Winslow his athleticism back. We're going to give Belen Edwards a brand new brain where he is confident and is ready to be the best receiver that he can be for the Cleveland Browns. So those are the 5 guys that we're going to put on the modern day Cleveland Browns and see what they can do. And as you can see, Johnny Manziel, better than all the rest. MVP, hashtag MVP, hashtag Manziel. He did his thing. The Browns went 12-4. They have the wild card spot. They're going to be hosting a playoff game. Oh my gosh. All of our realities or all of our hopes and dreams for this team have come true. Johnny Manziel, first in touchdown passing with 50 on them things, man. Trent Richardson, third in rushing with 1,600 yards plus 11 TDs. Josh Gordon, he ain't on crack no more. He is here. He is healthy. He's ready to go. He had an amazing season. So then we look at Belen Edwards. He had 76 receptions for 7 TDs. Kellen Winslow, had 8 TDs on 65 receptions as well. So let's move on to the wild card round, baby. We got the Browns and we got the Steelers. And we want to put the Steelers out of their misery, okay? They've been on the top of this division, going to the playoffs year in and year out, and they haven't done nothing with their chances. So it's a new day. We run the North. Cleveland, stand up. So on the first opportunity for the Steelers, they throw a pick. Thank you, Big Ben. How you doing? We appreciate that. We're going to tiptoe down the sideline. Now we got beautiful field position for my man Johnny Manziel. On 3rd down and 3, Manziel going to find who? Kellen Winslow running people over. He's from the U. Respect him. Respect him. Touchdown Browns. We take an early 7-0 lead. Johnny Manziel dropping back to pass. Going to find Ryan Shazier, but that man plays for the other team. I hope that he has a speedy recovery, and I hope that everything is going well for him. But they're going to settle for a field because our defense comes up big. We get a stop, and it's now going to be 7-3. Moving on to the second quarter, Johnny Manziel has a man. We could have hit my man Josh Gordon, but we go underneath the Kellen Winslow. He comes up with the catch, and that's going to move the chains. 1st down. So now it's going to be 2nd down and 15, and Belen Edwards is now doing work, getting open. He's going to make a beautiful catch for a gain of 22 and a 1st down. 3rd and goal. Go to my man one more time, Belen Edwards from Michigan, and that's going to lead to a touchdown. And that's crazy that he thought that Browns fans didn't like him because he went to Michigan. That's crazy, because that's like meaning that they would love it when Shazier gets a pick like he just did because he went to Ohio State. Like his logic was just all out the window. But anyways, back to the game. My man Josh Gordon burning Joe Hayden, the ex-Brown, down the sideline for a huge gain. But then Johnny Manziel does what Johnny Manziel does. Throws a pick. That pass got tipped and then picked by Mitchell. And now the Steelers have a chance. It's 4th down. It's the 4th quarter, excuse me. Going to find Juju Smith-Schuster, and that's going to lead to a 1st down. 3rd and goal. Running out of time. Going to find Le'Veon Bell, who showed up on time for this one. 3rd down and 10. Big Ben with time. Big Ben ran out of time. Big Ben hits the grass. That's going to lead to a 4th and 19. Last chance for the Steelers. That's going to be caught, but well short of the 1st down marker. And that basically is going to do it. The Browns would give the ball back to the Steelers after just running down the clock. And Big Ben is going to find Martavius Bryant, but he forgot his hands back in Pittsburgh. He's mad that him and Josh Gordon can no longer get high because Josh Gordon has turned his life around by turning other people's lives around. And yeah, so let's go, man. We are moving to the divisional round, and we got the Jaguars, and then we got the Los Angeles Chargers taking on the Patriots as he's going to that championship game. Right up the gut with my man Trent Richardson. He's going to pick up a nice gain right there. 2nd down, 11. Can't forget about Coleman. He's healthy too, bruh. It is a new day in Cleveland. 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman as we go into the 2nd quarter, and we're in Jaguars territory. Looking downfield to Braylon Edwards. Tries to get busy with the one-hand catch, but that is going to fall incomplete. So we have to settle for a field goal. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So we have a 3-0 lead, but here comes Blake Bortles, who had a terrific AFC Championship game in real life. Unfortunately, they could not pull it off, but you know what? He showed some promise. But Jabril Pepper's like, forget his promise. I made some promise to the Cleveland fans that despite the fact I went to Michigan, I got your back. Anyways, that's going to be a pick, and we are set up with beautiful field position with about 30 seconds to go. Now with 15 seconds on the clock, we're going to find Mr. Gordon in the end zone. Touchdown Browns, and we are now working with a 10-point lead. My man Johnny Manziel got Kellen Winslow Jr. wide open. I know he's a little bit dark, okay? I know. But you couldn't edit players to the way that I wanted to, and I was not about to create all 5 players. That was just not going to happen. EA Sports, let us edit the players however we want to. We can make them white if they're black, black if they're white. Let us do whatever we want to do. Anyways, Trent Richardson down the sideline, tiptoes into the end zone, tiptoes in his Jordans, and now it is a 17-0 lead. But the Jags, they drive down. Fournette, he gets a touchdown. So now let's see what we can do. Johnny looking, 3rd and 13. Johnny trying to come up clutch. Johnny football gets smacked. Coughs it up, and the Jaguars recover the fumble, and they're going to have to settle for a field goal. Kick is up. Kick is good, right down the pipe. So now we got Peppers from Michigan. Got an interception this game, but he's going to cough up the football on the kickoff, and now Michigan fans, Cleveland Brown fans, hate the fact that he went to Michigan and hate the fact that he's on the team. Anyways, Blake Bortles is going to find Mercedes Lewis, who makes the catch, and that is going to lead to a touchdown. And now we have a 17-17 game in the divisional round of the playoffs. So turn on my music because we got to come back in a hurry. Johnny Manziel can throw this one to the right side. Caught by Trent Richardson. Says, get off me. He had all the talent in the world. He just couldn't find the running lanes, and I just don't understand it. So here we go, man. We're still in a tie ball game. We're going to find number 17, Belen Edwards. Coming up big, baby. That's going to lead to this field goal attempt, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. Johnny football comes up big in the divisional round. Jaguars Y'all can just stay where y'all at because they're already at home. Y'all can watch us play in the championship game versus the Los Angeles Chargers in the AFC Championship game. And the game is at home. So we are like the Colts that, had to play at home in the wild card round, go to the Baltimore to play in the division round. Then they get the Patriots at home back like in 2006, I believe it was. So anyways, we get a big time sack by Myles Garrett. It's in the name. How you doing, son? And we get another sack on third down. So they're going to set up for a field goal. Kick is up, and the kick is no good. It falls short. So we are in the tie ball game as I hit everything on my desk. It's second down and 13. Johnny Football going to find Belen, who goes up top to bring that one down. Move those chains. 2nd and 1 with Trent Richardson. Up that gut, and he calls it up too, man. What is going on? Hang on to the ball. Here we go, man. 1:40 to go in the first half. They're going to find that is Keenan Allen. He's going to step out of bounds and picks up a first down. 2nd down and 2 from the 9-yard line. Going to find Melvin Gordon out of the backfield. That's going to be a touchdown for the San Diego Superchargers. So we're down by 7, but I'm not worried because we have Johnny Football. Manziel looking downfield, going to find Kellen Winslow. He's going to turn upfield, picks up a first down, takes 2 charges to bring him down, going up against his daddy's team. Johnny Manziel's going to take it himself, going down forward, and he's in the Chargers territory with another first down. 25 seconds go under pressure, and Joey Bosa brings down Manziel, and the Browns fans go crazy because he's from Ohio State. Am I taking that too far? I'm sorry. 3rd down and 15. He gets sacked yet again, and that's going to bring the first half to an end. So we jump to the third quarter. We get the ball first. We're down by 7 still. Manziel looking. Manziel gets hit. I don't know where that ball was going. I know where it was supposed to go, and it wasn't supposed to go right there. But I feel like if I would have held the ball, I would have got sacked and would have been a fumble. I should have just threw the ball away, but, it is what it is. So we're still down 14-0. We proceed to go 3 and out on our very next possession. And then look at Benjamin, the ex-Cleveland Brown, makes everybody look silly, including myself, and he's going to take it all the way to the crib. Now, we still have some time. It's a 3-possession game, but if we score right here, get a stop, get another score, get another stop, anything is possible, especially when you got Johnny Football, a sober Johnny Football. So he's going to make a huge play right there to Belen Edwards. It's 2nd down and goal going to the end zone. That is going to be a touchdown. We have a chance. Unfortunately, Phillip Rivers has been on fire this whole ball game. Play action pass, looking downfield. He has a man, that's Keenan Allen. Gets brought down at the 1-yard line. And now from there, they're going to give the ball to who? Not Antonio Gates, but to Henry. They traded Antonio Gates in the beginning of this little dynasty, little franchise, to the Pittsburgh Steelers. So he went one and done in the playoffs. And now his ex-team has a chance to go to the AFC Championship game. But we're not done. We get a huge gain right there, plus a face mask. So now it's 2nd and goal, looking towards the end zone. That's going to be caught by Belen Edwards. Touchdown, Cleveland. And we still have a chance. A slim chance, but a chance nonetheless. And Melvin Gordon is like, I see a chance and not erase their chance. Get out my face. He is inside Cleveland Brown territory. Nice stiff arm right there. And he continues to go down until he gets brought down at about the 25-yard line. So 3rd and goal, now going to go to the flat. That's Melvin Gordon again. And that's going to be another touchdown. So it's 35-14. 1st and 10. This is our last chance. Looking downfield. Gonna find Kellen Winslow Jr. And we are running out of time. We only have 1:39 to go. 1st and 10 again. Johnny looking downtown. Has a man, but he overthrows him. We have a sober Johnny Manziel, and even that can't get the job done here in the AFC Championship game. The O-line gives up a huge sack, so now it's 4th and 16. Looking downfield, we get hit. Gordon does not have enough in his legs to go up for that ball, and that is going to do it. So 35-14 is the final in the AFC Championship game. When I did a video like this, it was called What If the Browns Could Draft Perfectly. It was basically the same kind of ending in the AFC Championship game versus the San Diego Chargers. So we come up short, but this is pretty interesting, man. But in all, to wrap things up, I truly feel like, in the bottom of my heart, I am truly skeptical if the Browns, even if they made every draft pick right, even if they got the right quarterbacks at the right time, right players at the right time, it wouldn't matter because they would continue to suffer the same fate. It wasn't back until the NFL didn't even have a Super Bowl. Back in those days when they just had championship games, that was the last time that the Browns had a real successful era, if you will. Back when Otto Graham was the quarterback, back when they had Jim Brown at running back. That was the last time that the Browns actually had some true success, when they were winning championships. They actually won championships before it was called a Super Bowl. And then, of course, they go and they become the Baltimore Ravens after 1996. And their first pick is Jonathan Ogden and Ray Lewis. And the Ravens turned out to be a pretty solid team. And they're still a pretty solid team. And they got 2 Super Bowls to show for it. So at the end of the day, I feel bad for Cleveland fans. But dang, I just feel like the Browns are probably the most snake-bit organization in NFL history. But that's going to wrap this one up. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, I enjoy bringing it to you. Until next time, I'm out. Peace. Hot sauce. Oh, and the Eagles, they beat the Chargers 35-7 in the Super Bowl. I'm gone.